Okay, good evening. Today is Chavdalet Adar. We're holding over here in the middle of Perek Lamed Zayin, page 93, Daf Mem Zayin Amud Aleph. Zoid void acheres shekoyach nefesh achiyunis mislabesh boisies adiburam betalmud Torah tefillah v'ketza bohem oy mitzvahs ma'asyos. So I said like this. Yesterday we spoke how you could elevate the whole entire creation, where there are things that made out of non-movable objects. We say if you give money to tzedakah, it's a non-movable object. You're elevating and making holy out of it. Or if you take plant, thing that grows on the ground like esrog, you make a mitzvah out of it. So you elevating the plants. As it's Alter Rebbe brings later on that in time Beis Hamikdash, when they used to bring a sacrifice, a korban of an animal, it wasn't just that animal became holy. All the animals in the world had elevation. Something when they brought the korban of mincha, flower, not only that flower became holy, all the flowers, all the plants became holier. So when a person does a mitzvah with a plant, he causing elevation to the whole entire plants of the world. And when a person takes an animal and he makes a mitzvah out of it, for example, the mezuzah, the tefillah, the sefer Torah, they make out of the skin of the animal. So right now he turns the animal to a holy animal, and it's all the animals have elevation; they become a better level. And when a person himself, that's the fourth level. Non-movable object, that's the lowest level. Then you have a plants, a higher level. It already grows. Then you have a higher level of the animal. They have also a neshama, they move. And then the highest level, it's a human being. They talk, they have intellect. So when a person does a mitzvah, so he also elevates himself to a higher level. Now the Alter Rebbe says, it's not only when you do the mitzvah with those things that they have an aliyah. He says like this, that when he eats, so you didn't do any mitzvah with the meat you ate. When you eat vegetables, and he says, and then you come and you use this koyach, that energy you got from the food, you use it to serve Hashem. That's also causing an aliyah to the whole entire world. That's how I'm going to read this inside again. A person is alive from the blood. Without the blood, he wouldn't exist. And the blood gets its nourishment from the food we eat, which is the food we eat, and the blood that's from klipas noiga, that's from klipa that has in it good and bad. That's the energy of the person. Shem kol oichlin mashkin sheochal b'shosa. All the food you eat, it comes from that level of klipas noiga. And when you utilize this koyach, when you utilize that energy to serve Hashem, so Mimele, they all have through that an elevation. By using it to tzaddik kedusha for holiness, you're converting it from bad to good. And it being elevated and included, becomes one thing with the kedusha when you do a mitzvah with it. It's all done through your animalistic soul, hagodel mimena, meaning the animalistic soul grows from the food. So the food, which was stam on a regular level of klipas noiga, now it grows to a higher level. Now when you're saying the letters of Torah davening, or when you do a mitzvah, asher henen pnimius retzoyna izborach, bli shum hester ponim. He said this all over and over. the Ratzon of Hashem, when you do the mitzvahs over there, there's no concealment over there. This is the main purpose of the creation, not for the world itself the way it is, but for the inner purpose of the creation of the world is serving Hashem. The Mele, when you do that, you elevate yourself, and you elevate whatever it's included in you, which is that's whatever you ate. V'chayuson, so it comes out all this life, all this energy that was in the world, in the foods, and in you, everything becomes now included and nullified in Hashem. That's the Ratzon of Hashem. Uv'chayuson nichlal v'oyle gamkem koyach nefesh achiyunis, and with that, your own animalistic soul goes up to higher level. By dezetale gamken klolus klipas nega sheklolus achai shalel maza gashmi. To every individual, when you do an avodas Hashem, when you serve Hashem, it's not only you causing a purification in you, but you're causing a purification and aliyah and elevation to the general in this world. Let's imagine if there is a dark room and somebody puts a flashlight, a little light, a candle for himself. It's not only the light helps him for himself. The light, it helps for many others too. The light, like the lotion of the Gemara, a candle for one, a candle for 100. It's something over here. When a person makes himself holier, it helps the whole entire world. The godly soul of every Jew. Generally, the way we say that the Jews have 600,000 souls, even though there's many more, but we said every soul could go, has many sparks, could go. A soul is not limited, it's not physical, it's not limited to one container, to one body. One soul could go to many bodies. But generally we call them shishim riba, 600,000 neshamas. The kaim call nefesh protis, and every individual, when he's going to do his part of the mitzvahs, kol terek mitzvahs haTorah, shasa loisa aseh, including the negative mitzvahs, the one you're not allowed to do. Remember your question, he's answering it now. And that's also help lahafrid, to separate shasa gidim, the 365, that's the negative mitzvahs. The gidim, the veins, shall dom nefesh hachiyunis shebaguf, meaning that the blood goes through the veins, and by not doing the negative mitzvahs, what you're not allowed to do, shalo yinku v'yikablu chayus ba'aveirazu. This way, you make sure that your veins not getting any energy, any life from forbidden behavior. Me'achas misholosh klippos atmeos legamre. All the lavin come from the 3 clippers that completely impure. Shemehem nishpoim shasa lasase. From there, that's the origin of the 365 negative mitzvahs. They come from that 3 clippers that completely impure. The Raisa, which is it's the 365 mitzvahs from the Torah v'anafein, and all the branches shem midrabanon that come from what later on Chachamim told us what's forbidden. So it's important. The organism of the person, it works exactly the way the organism of the Torah. You have positive mitzvahs and negative mitzvahs, and they work as a teamwork together. Because if a person is practicing in negative behavior, is doing aveirus, Mimele is getting stuck in the clippers. He can't go up anymore. He can't go up anymore if you're practicing in a negative mitzvahs. Person becomes impure in those clippers because they cannot go up. They cannot be elevated. Only removing them completely. That's going to happen with time of coming of Mashiach. Right now, the only way to deal with them is stay away from them. The impure, that's the ruach hatuma, that refers to the shalosh klippos atmeos legamre, the 3 impure klippos will be completely removed, lost in love. Ramach mitzvahs esse, when you stay away from that the three klippos atmeis lagamra, from the negative mitzvahs, when you don't transgress them, memela, when you do mitzvahs esse, now you could elevate yourself. Now you could bring the light of Hashem down here, and to elevate. So it comes out like this: you bring the light of Hashem down, and you're elevating the world. So the three levels of here: to elevate, then to connect to Him, and to unite with Him. The three levels like this. A person could go up sometime, and then he could go down, slide back down. So that's one level. Try to go up. No guarantee you're going to stay there. Then there's a higher level. If you want to make sure not to slide back, then connect yourself. Make a knot. Kshira, it's a knot with Him, with Hashem. Then then you completely become united with Him, and this way you don't slide back. Your animalistic soul, that in your 248 limbs of your body, complete unity, to be one with Hashem, through practicing Torah mitzvah, like He wanted Hashem originally, that whole purpose of the creation, He should have a dwelling place down here. Meaning your whole entire body will be lemerkava, a chariot, like the ovis. That all their life they were like a chariot to Hashem. Okay, so that's Adkan. In 2 minutes we'll start the shir in English. All right, we'll see you tomorrow, Mitzvah.